Collecting Pokemon cards is the best hobby in the world. Wait, did I say hobby? It's a way of life.
In my opinion, parents should not let their kids watch Pokemon, play Pokemon, buy Pokemon cards, have anything whatsoever to do with Pokemon, because the message is violence.
But here are 5 things I wish someone told me when I came back to collecting Pokemon cards. Hi, and welcome to the Collect channel. After several years being away from collecting Pokemon cards, I found something that drew me completely back into the cards in a heartbeat. And that was the Pokémon Japanese 151 set. It was just announced when I came back into collecting Pokemon cards, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The amazing artwork, the amount of people excited for Pokemon cards, and all the new products that are so easy to obtain these days. But not only that, I was an adult now. I had adult money. I can buy complete booster boxes. Something I could only dream of as a kid was actually the new normal. What happened to the days where we go into a store and buy one pack? Now people actually buying full booster boxes, what, even cases? Or something, sometimes even full Elite Trainer box cases and then sell them? This was a completely new and amazing world for me. And a new way of collecting Pokemon cards. Going back to the Pokemon TCG got me overwhelmed. I was overwhelmed with all the different cards and sets. I saw so many beautiful things and I started buying everything that I thought looked cool. But that brings me to my first point. Don't collect everything, but rather focus on what you like. There's so many sets out there and even more sets coming. Like the 151 English set that I made a video about, if you don't know what to buy yet. Now Pokemon brings out new Pokemon sets every 3 months, give or take. Which means for some of us that there's no way you can collect all of them. Of course there are people with really big pockets who can buy it all on release. But if that's you and you're into Pokemon cards, I would suggest focus your goal on something else. Go for the older sets, which are harder to gather. Where you have to go to conventions, markets or expos to meet other collectors and the right people with the right cards. Maybe you don't like collecting full sets, but you're more into one specific Pokemon like Eevee, Pikachu or Charizard and collecting all of those cards. There's so many different ways to collect Pokemon cards that it's worth to do your research. What do you like? What's your goal? Doing research and narrowing down your scope can also help to find the best price. If you know what your sets or specific card or product is worth, the moment you see the specific thing you're looking for, you know what's a good price. You know how rare it is, and hey, maybe you even know the artist's name who created the Pokemon card. Now, before you start diving into Google or one of my other videos to look for more Pokemon information and what you should be buying, here's the second thing I wish I knew before going all out. Pokemon cards are created in Japan. I guess most of you guys knew this already, but hear me out. Pokemon TCG in Japan brings out different sets and cards than the English version. This can be interesting for you. Collecting Japanese Pokemon cards can be really interesting and can bring a whole different side to collecting Pokemon cards. Pokemon cards in Japan are most of the time different than the one that will come out in the English one. In my opinion, most of the time the Japanese cards are way better looking. The number one example of this is the Master Ball cards they've added to the Japanese 151 set, which cannot be found in the English 151 set. Okay, let's move on to my next tip. Let's say you found a specific card you want to collect. Now, where can you buy these cards or packs? Well, there are a few different places you can go and buy the products you want. You can go and search online, but always do your research before buying any Pokemon cards or packs from a website. Prices of each website vary a lot from product to product. This means if you do your research well, it can save you a lot of money. Doing your research well is not only good to save money, also something really important. Don't just assume you can buy products from bigger companies without trouble. Amazon is starting to get very well known for sellers selling Pokemon boxes, especially Elite Trainer boxes, and then opening them, taking out the good stuff and resealing them for sale. It's 2023 and there are a lot of fake Pokemon cards or packs out there, unfortunately. This means if you see there are cheap cards for sale on a set that's normally pretty expensive, keep in mind that some prices can be too good to be true. Also, especially if you're in an older set and you're buying loose packs, they can be weighted. Which means that the heavier packs are the good packs with good pulls. So there's a chance that the seller already weighed all the packs and took the heavier ones out, because they most likely have the hit. If the card pack that you're buying has a code card inside, then it can mean that the lighter packs are the ones that have a hit. This varies from set to set and has different weights. Okay, so how can you avoid this? Well, find a trustworthy seller is priority number 1.
Teachers would never ask you students to do anything we wouldn't do ourselves.
Holy crap! What is happening?
The second place you can buy Pokemon cards is from local card stores. Their prices can be a bit higher than the prices you find online. This makes sense because your local card shop is a shop. You need to pay rent and everything that comes with it. This is where I buy most of my cards because in my opinion, you're not only paying for the cards, but also for the knowledge of the shop owner and the community that you meet. It can be a great place to share Pokemon and have a place to come together. The last place that I like to buy cards, and I wish I knew sooner, is Pokemon markets, expos or conventions. It can really be worth it to buy Pokemon cards or packs at these locations since it will have a wide variety of different Pokemon products. Also, the prices can be really good. But if you're looking for that one card to finish your collection, that's the place you want to be. I think it's safer and it's better to buy single cards at a marketplace, for example. You can see the card, hold them and inspect them for yourself before you buy them. If you do it online, there's a chance that your seller is not shipping them or any other trouble that can come into mind. Now that you have the cards you like, don't make the mistake I did. I opened my bag and had a pretty good pull from it, but nothing to protect my cards in. Always make sure to have sleeves and top loaders for that one special card you can pull. Now here's another one. Card sleeves are made to protect your cards, top loaders are made to protect your cards from bending. But be aware, putting a card straight into a top loader can damage your cards. First sleeve it, then the top loader. Make sure to have them ready before opening any card packs. Just be safe with your Pokemon cards. You never know which one will be worth a fortune in the future. The next topic that I would like to talk about is the Pokemon community. There are so many ways to get in touch with people that also collect Pokemon cards. I would say your number one spot should be your local card store. But that's not the only place. There are Facebook groups, Discord channels and other ways to join the Pokemon community. Don't be a loner. Join in with other people and share the amazing community that have been built over the years and enjoy Pokemon together. Doing this can not only bring you friends, but it can also bring you a network, which will help you if you're looking for a specific item. I've also noticed that on a marketplace or conventions you can build up a nice network of people. If you go to these places often, you can see the same people over and over again, so you know they're trustworthy. And this can be great for you collecting cards. How cool is it if you're looking for a Pokemon item and you just know the right person immediately? You can just reach out and check if he has it. The last thing that I would like to talk about, and I lost the track of numbers here, so this might be number 6 even, but we just go with it, right? The last thing I would like to talk about is investing or over collecting. I've also noticed in the comments in my other videos where people start talking about Pokemon cards investing side of things. Is it worth it or not? Can you make money with Pokemon cards? Well, yes, you can. Is it the best way of making money? There are always better ways. I think that jumping into Pokemon cards for investing alone is not my thing. I like to see it as a big part of the hobby where you can make a lot of fun with it. Buying 2 Elite Trainer boxes from a set, save one, open the other, and then you sell the other one in a few years and it might be worth more. Then I sell them with a profit. I use that money to buy more Pokemon cards. So here they are, the 5 or maybe 6 things I wish I knew before going back into Pokemon cards. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe and let me know in the comments which set or card was your biggest profit. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!